Thank you for agreeing to participate in the Consumer Expenditure Diary Survey. In this video, I am going to show you how to enter your expenses into the online diary using your computer or your mobile device. Once you start entering expenses, you will also want to know how to make changes. I will show you how to do that as well. We will start by entering an expense in the mobile device. Let's say I want to enter information about a pair of shoes I bought yesterday. I first tap on the Add Item button, and that will get me to the expense entry screen. As you can see here, a tips screen has appeared. The first time you log in, you will see these tip screens, which provide guidance to help you navigate through the instrument. Now I will select the date of the purchase, which was June 6th. I will then enter the name of the business where I purchased the shoes, which was AJ Sporting Goods. I will then select clothing, shoes, jewelry, and accessories, and answer the follow-up questions. I will enter a description, being as descriptive as possible. I bought a pair of running shoes. The shoes cost $70, and I bought the shoes for my daughter, and she is 14 years old. So I will check the box for a girl, age 2 to 15, and then tap Save. To enter the same information into the desktop version, I simply begin entering information into the boxes on the left side of the screen. The expense entry field will appear on the left side of the screen, and the questions are the same as in the mobile version. Now let's say I entered the wrong cost for the shoes. I realized that I should have entered the cost without tax for this category. Here's what I will do on the mobile version. I will start by tapping the Edit button, which is the pencil icon next to the pair of shoes. I will then edit the price to $64.95 and then tap Save. I will end up back on the home screen where I can see the changes have been saved. The process is exactly the same in the desktop version. I click Edit, I change the information, and then I click Save. When I show my daughter the shoes, she says they are not comfortable, so I decide to take them back and get a refund. Since it is no longer money that I spent, I can delete the shoes from the diary. To delete an item in the mobile version, I simply tap on the trash can icon next to the item I want to delete, and a confirmation screen will pop up to ask if I'm sure I want to delete the expense. I then tap the red Delete button in the pop-up box to confirm, which will bring me back to the home screen where we can confirm the item has been deleted. Deleting an item in the desktop version is just as easy. I simply click the Delete button and then confirm the deletion. Now that we've covered the basic functions of the diary, I will walk you through a couple of examples that will show you how the diary is used in a real-world situation. Let's say I went out to dinner with a friend and I paid for the meal for both of us. I decided to enter the meal into the mobile diary during the cab ride home. I will start by tapping Add an Item. This dinner was on July 2nd. The name of the restaurant was Green Onion Bistro. This expenditure falls under the meals, snacks, and drinks away from home category. So I will enter the total cost of the meal, including the tax, tip, and delivery fees, and check the box for full service places. We also had some alcoholic drinks, so I will mark yes, because alcohol was included. I will enter the total cost of the alcohol, and then I will tap Save. In the next example, I stopped by Dan's warehouse and picked up some household goods and grocery items. Notice that this receipt covers several different diary categories. Since none of these items is a meal, snacks, and drinks away from home purchase, I will enter each individually. I will start at the top. These items were purchased on July 3rd. The name of the store is Dan's Warehouse, so I will enter that into the business field. The first item in my purchase is a Warehouse Club membership, which belongs in the All Other Products, Services, and Expenses category, so I select that category. I will enter club membership into the description field, and in the total cost field, I will enter $25, which is the cost without tax. Finally, I will tap Save. Next, I purchased some Tupperware. When I tap the Add Item button, the date, business, and expense category options are auto-filled based on my previous entry. After I verify these options are correct, I can enter Tupperware in the description field. Then in the cost field, I will enter $4.50, the cost without tax, and then hit Save. Finally, I purchased a couple pounds of ground beef, and again the date of purchase and the name of the business are the same as my last entry. However, the category is different for this item, so I should select food and drinks for home consumption, which brings up different follow-up questions. I enter hamburger in the description field and enter $7.85 into the cost field. The hamburger is fresh, so I select that and then hit Save. Next, I will show you how to enter expenses into the desktop computer diary. But before I do that, notice that all of the items I typed into the mobile diary now appear in the summary of expenses in the computer diary. In this next example, I went to the Value Mart Superstore and bought several things for my house. Again, this receipt covers several different diary categories. I will start by entering the date. These items were purchased on July 10th, which is in week 2 of my diary keeping period, so I will click on week 2. I will then select July 10th from the date box and then enter Value Mart into the business name field. The first item I have to enter is shampoo. I select all other products, services, and expenses from the category of options. I then enter shampoo into the description field and enter $5.94 in the cost field. Next, I purchased a gallon of 2% milk. The date and store are the same, but the category is different. So I select food and drinks for home consumption. I enter 2% milk in the description field, $4.34 in the cost field, and select fresh, and then I click Save. Finally, I purchased 2 t-shirts. The date and store are the same again, but the category is different. So I select clothing, shoes, jewelry, and accessories this time. Since the items are the same, I can enter them together or separately. In the description box, I enter that I purchased 2 men's t-shirts for a male householder. Notice that when I'm describing the item, I don't include the name brand, just a description of the item. I enter the combined cost of both t-shirts without tax, which is $31. I select male 16 and over, and then I will click Save. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about the Consumer Expenditure Diary Survey, you can contact the field representative whose contact information is on the front cover of your user guide.